Okay, the last page. So, sector area. First, at the end of the last video, I talked about this a little bit, but just want to get the point across again. So, arc length, what we had to do is take m divided by 360 and multiply that by circumference, because we're taking up a fraction of the circle, but a fraction of the length around the circle. So for sector area, it's the same idea. It's just we're doing m divided by 360 and multiplying it by the area of the circle. So we're figuring out what fraction of the circle of the area the little sector takes up. So it's not just the length on the outside, it's that whole slice right there. So a sector of a circle is a region bounded by two radii and their intercepted arc. A sector is named by the endpoints of the arc and the center of the circle. For example, the figure shows sector POQ. In the same way you use proportional reasoning to find the length of an arc, you can use proportional reasoning to find the length of a sector. Find the area of each sector as a multiple of pi and to the nearest hundredth. Okay, so let's do both as a multiple of pi and to the nearest hundredth. So we're going to do m divided by 360 and then multiply by the area of the circle, which is pi r squared. So first for this one, we need to figure out what r is. So it gives us the diameter is 1.6. So the first thing that we need to do is figure out what r is. We know r is half of 1.6. So what you want to do with this is in your calculator do 1.6 divided by 2, and it should give you 0.8. Let's make sure. Half of 1.6. 1.6 divided by 2. 0.8. Okay, so the radius is 0.8. Now we do the fraction of the circle that this takes up, which we can see that this is a semicircle, right? So that's going to be 180 over 360 times pi r squared times pi times 0.8 squared. And now we just do the number part. So 180 divided by 360 times 0.8 times 0.8. So I multiply by 0.8 two times. 0.8 times 0.8, that's 0.8 squared. And we get 0.32. So this is 0.32 pi. Let me make sure. So we get 0.32 pi. So that's as a multiple of pi. And now we want to do it to the nearest hundredth. So now we're just going to multiply this by 3.14. 1.0048 to the nearest hundredth is two numbers on the other side of the decimal. So 1.00. 1.00 centimeters. This is also centimeters. Squared. Centimeters squared. Okay, so sector P. So just an overview, this one is, this length is in inches, centimeters, feet, and so on. Area is inches squared, centimeters squared, or feet squared. Anytime we're taking an area of something, it's units squared. So these are the two answers in terms of pi, and then actually multiplied by pi. Okay, let's try this one. So it's m over 360 times the area of the circle. So let's see, this is 22.5 degrees over 360 degrees times pi times the radius squared. In this case, they do actually give us the radius, so we can just put it straight in. We don't have to divide by 2 first. And let's see, we get 22.5 divided by 360 times 24 times 24. 36 pi. 36 pi millimeters squared. It's millimeters squared. Or if we multiply by 3.14, it's also 113.04. 113.04 millimeters squared. Alright, so we got a couple more examples. So I want you to pause the video and try this one out. I want you to try number 5, number 6, and number 7 out. So pause the video, make sure you try number 5 out. I'm going to show you the answer to number 5 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So first, the formula, 70 degrees over 360 degrees times 2 times pi times the radius squared times 18 squared. So we get, before I show you the answer, make sure that you have this set up. If you don't, you should calculate your answer again. Make sure that you get it right. So I'm going to show you the final answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So without multiplying by pi, we get 126 pi centimeters squared. But with multiplying by pi, we get 395.64 centimeters squared. So that's just multiplying 126 by 3.14. Okay, the next one, number 6. So we're going to set it up. Something over 360 times pi r squared. So the fraction that this sector takes up of the circle is 180 over 360, right? That's this measure. That's this degree. It's of a semicircle. And then we're going to multiply that by pi times the radius squared. So here the diameter is 4 feet, right? So that means that the radius is 2, half of the diameter. So 2 squared. Okay, pause the video. Make sure that you can get this. I'm going to show you what the answer is in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You should get 2 pi feet squared. And again, if you're having trouble with this, 180 divided by 360 times 2 times 2. The squared, you multiply that number to itself twice. You don't multiply by pi. Now we're going to multiply by pi for the next one because it says rounded to the nearest tenth as well as in terms of pi. So rounded to the nearest tenth, just take that number, multiply by 3.14. So 2 times 3.14, 6.28. 6.28 feet squared. Okay, last one. Pause the video. Try out number 7. This is your last chance to make sure that you have it before you take the credit checkpoint. So make sure that you attempt this on your own. So I'm going to show you the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we get 40 over 360 times pi times the radius squared. The radius is 1. All right, now if we use our calculator, we should get 0.11 pi millimeters squared. So now if I multiply that by pi times 3.14, we get 0.35 millimeters squared. So sometimes on your test, the question is going to ask you to leave it in terms of pi, or it's going to ask you to round to the nearest tenth. You should know how to do both now since we did so many of them. Okay, so remember, there is arc length, which is m over 360 times 2 times pi times r, or m over 360 times circumference, which can be pi times diameter also. And then if it's a sector, an area of a sector, we have to do m over 360 times area of the circle times pi r squared. So don't get those two mixed up. All right, let's try the credit checkpoint.